looking good makes you feel good. And frankly, I think the better you look, the better you perform at work. Well, the person who is our next guest knows all about that. Makeup maestro Chris Scott, author of the new book, Face with a Heart. How are you?
I feel really great.
Well, of course, because you look great.
Well, there you go.
And I understand that even though you had some help today, you still did your own makeup.
I did. I used some of my techniques, my Face with a Heart technique, because I have unique products that I developed that are insanely effective. And it really changes.
If you do say so.
Well, seriously, I'm going to disrupt the beauty world with what I'm about to share with people.
How long did it take you to use the word disrupt? I mean, that's the thing now. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Disruptive beauty makeup.
That's the name of my new brand for men, because I think men should also understand that makeup is not just for women. Makeup is really about helping people see you more clearly. And if you can communicate more clearly without distractions, you are more effective. Yeah. So makeup is universal as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was teasing you before the cameras went on that this book is full of beautiful women, incredible tips. What about poor schmucks like me that need help?
Like I just said, makeup is universal. Now, understand that the principles behind makeup, women prefer, for the most part, a feminine appearance. And so the way we use correctors to direct light on the face really accentuates that. I mean, specifically, men tend to prefer a slightly more square appearance to their jawline. And so if you use the correctors the way I asked you to in here, I don't think you'll be very happy with the results. So don't worry, I'm coming out.
Unless it was Halloween and I was going for that more feminine look or something. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I have many transgender cross-dressers that are my clients and they love it because they're thrilled that there are ways to enhance and feel more feminine without feeling like they're just caked on with makeup.
Right. Now, Face with a Heart, where did the name come from? Because you certainly have a lot of heart to your work. I mean, you are like the galloping gourmet of makeup.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
I mean, you have fun doing it. I've been to your studio.
Yeah.
I've seen you work on men's faces and women's faces. And I've seen a couple people sit in your chair, and they went in kind of doubtful going, you know what? I just don't have a face that's going to look good in makeup. And you turn them around, and they're like, wow.
What? Oh,
it's like the Wizard of Oz going color from black and white in that scene. Where does the heart come from? Does it come from them or from you?
Well, it's both. It's sort of a double entendre. When I say Face with a Heart, again, it's all about people seeing you more clearly, seeing the authentic you. That's why I call it authentic beauty makeup. It's easy to make someone see your makeup. That's easy. What's really hard is to make yourself be seen more clearly, not your makeup. You understand? And it's a different approach, and it is so highly effective. When I really got it and grasped how this method can work, and I test it in my studio on a daily basis, and I really try to make it fail. I try to prove that it doesn't work on everybody, but it works on all face types and all lifestyles. So it's not about just natural. It's really about understanding your anatomy. And when you can capture your anatomy, you can use any intensity of makeup you want, and it is amazing how people still see you.
So you're saying that an authentic Face with a Heart could be kind of low makeup intensity, or it could be, Pharaoh eyes, is what you're telling me.
As long as you understand your anatomy and you capture your anatomy. Now also, literally, the Face with a Heart is the top of the eyebrows as they round down, past the corner of the eye, past the lips. It's this zone right through here, because that's where the communicators are, the eyes and lips. So our job is to reduce the distractions, and enhance the attractions. And proportionately, so that we are speaking to one another, it's eyes up here. Our focus is exactly on you. We're not distracted by anything.
So does the makeup component, since the heart is here over the eyes and down here, do you also advise some of your clients, get rid of the big earrings, get rid of the big dressy stuff here? We want people to focus on the face.
Not at all. Style is style. And so what I do is, before I work with somebody, 10 to 15-minute interview. And I talk about what they wear, because especially for people who wear earrings below their ears, that's right in line with their lips. If these two clash, we're in trouble. So if your style is big earrings, and are you using gold or silver, or are they wood? Are they colored beads?
So there is a relationship.
100%, because they're right in the same line, right? So if you're wearing gold on your ears, hot pink is not going to look good. They're going to bounce off each other.
Right.
But if you wear a nice soft coral, I'm going to say, well, that's certainly attractive because it is, because they like each other. And so when we look at you, even if the earrings are big or whatever, there's harmony happening on the face. So I don't say cut back on your style, just wear the makeup appropriate to what your style is.
Right. I know it's a very general question, and there's some tips here that I want you to go through.
Okay.
What is the biggest mistake that women make with their faces?
Oh, they keep looking at the same mirror when they put on their makeup. So here's the deal. Most women have one mirror. So they're doing their makeup and then they look at it and go, how's that look? The problem is they're still looking at a piece of their face. So I always suggest have a mirror that's close, because you have to be close to see what you're doing. Boom, boom, boom. But then have a mirror that's 3 feet away. And when you want to know what you look like, you just look up. And when you look at that mirror, that's what you look like, and that's what other people see. And it really helps you to just get your makeup done in a timely fashion. Because you could just like, it's just not right, it's just not right. But if you look up and by 3 feet away, everything looks good, move on, because it looks good.
All right. What are some basic tips for someone who says, I can't afford Chris Scott, I don't have time to do this, I want to do my own makeup?
Absolutely.
What are some basic tips that every person can use every day to have that authentic look?
Absolutely. So my business model is I am there with you 100% of the time. So I have great products, of course, that I formulated, but also on my website, I have videos that are verbatim what I say in the book about each step that I do. And also the products that I'm using are just underneath it, right? And so you are able to basically, wherever you are in the world, as long as you have an internet connection, I'm there with you. And that's really my goal. If I could climb through the computer screen and do your makeup, I would. But short of that, I really do. Once someone becomes my client, here's what I envision. I take them by the hand. It's a soft hold, but I have them. And anytime they need me, I'm there because I know that makeup is personal, and so you have to approach your clients personally in order to make that touch, that connection. So that's how I help. Now in the book I have my order of application, and then I put little asterisks by, well, here's the minimum. If you still want to get people's attention, you still want to look, a little bit crisper and clear, and to the rest of the world, then I've sort of given you the bullet points of what you should do. And it's really about structure. So it's, shape of the brows, how you define the lash filler, how you balance the color of your lip to the iris of your eye. Because those two, if they're in harmony in terms of intensity, meaning lightness to darkness, you don't want to put on blue lipstick, because you have blue eyes, but the intensity of your eye color, when your lips are close to that, I relax because everything's sort of balanced, right? And if I decide to pop the lip, then I'm like, wow, lips, and then I'm kind of excited. So it really, you can make people feel any way you want by the way you wear your makeup.
So you're part psychologist, part makeup guru, correct?
I don't know what psychology is, but...
Well, no, what I mean is, have you had people that have sat in your chair and they really just feel bad about themselves, or that they didn't know how to do this and you gave them the power to do it themselves?
I'm going to say almost every day that happens, because, I am patting myself on the back, but I'm telling you, when I work with my clients and they get done, they're like, why has nobody ever talked to me about makeup this way? I feel so good about myself right now. And there's this, I don't know, like the self-esteem just goes like this, but it's not because I overdid them. It's because I honored their face and I honored their lifestyle. I listen to them in terms of what their needs are, and I make sure that the makeup is calibrated to them.
So when did you first pick up a makeup brush?
Oh, okay.
Not officially.
I understand. What do you mean not officially?
I mean, like not in business. When was the first time you went, I'm going to do this? Were you 8 years old?
Here's what happened.
5? Were you?
Well,
did your mom take it away from you?
I was in a play in high school, and we were doing The Matchmaker, and I got the first day of dress rehearsal, and a friend of mine was playing an older character, and I walked into the drama room, and he was putting on makeup, but age makeup, and I went, whoa. How do you do that? Because it was so, I was like, that is so cool. And he said, sit down, let me show you. And, so that was the first time I picked up a brush.
Yeah. And so the first time was actually watching someone do inauthentic makeup.
Right.
Actually,
theatrical makeup.
Theatrical makeup.
Right.
Does theatrical makeup have any, like here, I got makeup on, you got makeup on because we're on TV.
Right.
how does this type of makeup relate to authentic makeup?
Well, I mean, given the environment, you know, hot lights, cameras, I do think it's proportional to what we're doing, because people are going to be watching us, and I don't think they're really looking at the makeup because it was applied proportionally to the situation. But if we step outside of here and go onto the street in regular sunlight, people will go, huh, got something on your face there, pal, right? Yeah. And it would be distracting because it's a little too heavy.
All right, right. We've only got about 10, 15 seconds left. Tips for your morning makeup, if you only got a few minutes to put it on.
Well, in my opinion, one thing, brows. I don't care what else you do. Look at my brow video. It's on my homepage of makeupgourmet.com. Go there, watch it, and change your life.
We heard it there. Change your life, the power of eyebrows. And next time I want face with a man's heart. You know, help me, help me. This is David Perry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on 10%.